Welcome back, friends. Today on my chat show, I'm interviewing Olivier from Heart Media. Welcome, Olivier, to my chat show.
Morning.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, yes.
What is Heart Media?
Well, Heart Media is a company which has three main businesses. One is publishing, print, magazines. The other business is all about digital, websites, social media. And the third line of business is all about events, including some big events we organize in Singapore, we organize in Phuket, we organize in Malaysia. So three businesses: print, digital, and events.
As a child, did you always love to read and write?
Actually, I did. I was always very into books. I was always very into magazines. I was always very into spending time, at least 1 hour a day, reading. And this has been very important in my childhood, whether in public transport, whether before sleeping, reading. And I think to develop your brain, to develop your interest, to develop your critical sense, I think reading is key. So yes, as a kid, I loved reading, always.
What is your favorite memory as a child?
As a child, my favorite memory, I think as a child I spent my childhood in Africa, in North Africa, and I think some memories of the desert, some memories of traveling the desert with my parents, with friends. I think that has been one of the most amazing memories as a kid. I think discovering how huge the universe can be, and in the desert you feel like very, very small. I think this is something which is really mesmerizing.
When did you start media business, and what inspired you to do so?
Sometimes you don't really plan ahead what you want to do in life, but I finished my school at 24, when I was 24-year-old, and basically I very quickly entered the media business, first with a magazine called Elle for fashion, and then a few other media, a few other magazines, but basically that has been my first job, and I'm still doing it today. So I feel that your first job is kind of dictating a lot of what you'll be doing later on. So your first job is very, very important for you.
Wow, it's so much hard work to make magazines.
Yes, it's big teamwork. You need to have strong teams, you need to have editorial team, you need to have marketing team, you need to have design team, you need to have sales team, you need to have someone like me who is like a tower control, and to make sure that the magazine, from the design to the contents to the way it's promoted, is actually well positioned, well priced, and a leader in its category. So a lot of hard work, yes.
Well, tell us more about your magazine and events.
Well, basically we have chosen to operate in, I would say, rather niche markets. We do magazines, media related to fashion, to watches, to art, to, I would say, luxury lifestyle topics. And today, in a very fast changing media scene, I think that our media, our magazines, which are in print, also in digital, and also in events, are doing well, because we know what we are talking about, whether on the watches, whether on the fashion, whether on the art, or on the yacht, or on the properties. We know what we are talking about.
I'm very curious to know, how is a magazine printed?
That's actually another job. In this company, we have around 70 people. We mostly produce the contents, we mostly promote the magazine, we market the magazine, we also produce our own events, we also have a team for digital, we also have a team for social media. This is the core of our business. Printing is actually done by another company, so we pay them to print the magazine. So if one day if you visit a printing factory, you will see huge machines that are going very, very fast and printing the magazine on paper. It goes so fast, you barely see a single piece of paper going through. It's very, very fast. So each month, for instance, with L'Officiel, they will be printing around 32,000 copies of the magazine, and this is on hard paper, and all the rest is on soft paper. It's fascinating. At the same time, this is a job that we don't want to do because it's really something separate from the media, from the publishing side of the business.
Which is the first magazine that you printed, and which was your favorite magazine?
I've always been very much into fashion magazines, and I think this is something which has always been attractive to me. I think fashion is important and is something that is still today making a lot of women want to dress nicely in the morning, want to stand apart. So fashion really for me is something I've always loved to do. Today we do L'Officiel in Singapore, we do L'Officiel in Malaysia. We also have Men's Folio, which is a magazine for men who love to dress, who love to look good. So really fashion. I also love art. So this magazine, Art Republic, is also one of my favorite. I think that everything we do is always something I like to do, whether art, fashion, watches, yachts, properties, cars. That's something where I can relate and I like.
I also love art, and I think you really love fashion, and I know fashion is everything to you.
Fashion is not everything to me, but I think art is also indeed a very, very interesting topic. I think that a life without art is a very empty life. So I can only encourage you to continue further into studying art, loving art, getting to know what is art, because the younger you're interested in every form of art, from sculptures to installations to painting to drawing to video, this is all art. The more your brain is developing, the more you care about the outside world, the more you want to know about what's around you. So art is indeed key today.
When I grow up, what do I need to study to work in your office?
When you grow up, I think in this office you have to be smart, which I think you are already, so that's not a major issue. I think you have to love media, and I believe that some people are not really attracted by this kind of very public business, public activity. So in our office, I feel that the people who work here are people who have always been very keen on working in print, working in digital. Overall, people who are keen in sharing. And I think that if you like sharing with others, if you like to express yourself, then this is a job that's made for you. I believe in 10 years, in 20 years, when you'll be reaching the age of choosing a job, there will still be a big need for media in every aspect, in print, social media, digital media, and of course, events.
Okay, very interesting. What tips would you give us children for reading?
First, I would say read what you like to read. The worst is when a kid is being forced to read something that he or she doesn't like. I think maybe you like sci-fi, maybe you like adventure movies or novels, maybe you like biographies, maybe you like to read about thrillers. I think on my side, I knew exactly what I loved reading. When I was a kid, I loved a lot of history books. I also love a lot of adventure books. I also love books related to kids or teenagers being together and trying to solve issues together. So that was the kind of books I loved reading. History, novels. Today, I'm very keen on biography, and I love to read about other people, their lives. So really, before all, enjoy reading what you like.
Well, my favorite books are mysteries and kind of like adventures and something to do with, action, like a bit more, yeah.
Okay, mysteries, adventure, action.
Kind of like action.
Okay, well, that's
And history, and history.
And history. Okay, that's very, very close to my own.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've never been into sci-fi books, so I think our planet is already so complicated, so much to see and to learn from here without having to really go beyond so much. So on my side, history, yes, action, adventure. But before all, you like a book and you like a topic, continue. Don't be forced to read something which you don't like, because that's really not good for the future.
Yeah.
Do things that you like. I think explore. I think traveling is key. Again, being open to the world. You have a great family, you have people supporting you, you have a great mother, you have friends who are there to tell you explore more, travel, discover, learn about other cultures, learn about other people. And the beauty with Singapore, the beauty with being in this state, city-state, is very diverse. You've got people coming from India, you've got people coming from France, you've got people coming from Japan, from Korea, you've got Indonesian next door, you've got people from Malaysia. It's very, very diverse.
I think Singapore is a very, very safe country, because no wonder everybody's over in Singapore.
Sure, it's a very safe country. At the same time, it's also a country where it's a big mix of people, and this is something which is very unique. Out of 5.5 million people, 2 million are actually people who have been traveling around, who are from different countries. This is amazing. So my advice to you is keep exploring, keep traveling, keep discovering what's around you.
Okay.
Be very open to other cultures.
You're very, very right.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming to my chat show. And I am looking forward to going with my family for the yacht event in Phuket in January.
Correct. Well, welcome. We'll have the Singapore rendezvous in October, and we'll have the Phuket rendezvous in January. So you friends, your family, you're all very, very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. I enjoyed interviewing you.
Pleasure. A bientôt.
For more information, please log on to www.heartmedia.com. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube chat show.